Hi everyone, welcome into this week's My CBS Fix. I'd like to dedicate this week's Fix to my sister Shifi upon the birth of another daughter, and she should have a lot of nachas from her. In this week's Parshas Nosoi, we learn a very great lesson in having peace. Now, I know that many people out there hope and yearn for world peace. Now, I'd like to question everybody's want for that, and I'm not convinced that everybody really wants world peace. And what I mean by that is, before we talk big picture, how are things in the small picture of your life? Have you ever gotten into a fight with a friend and you took a long time to make up with, or your parents, God forbid, or a brother or sister, or whoever it might be? So we want world peace, and world peace means we'll do anything to go get it. Yet do we treat our peers like that? Do we do whatever it takes? Or do we have pride? You know what he did to me? You know what she did to me? Let him ask me forgiveness first. Then maybe I'll ask him. Or maybe I'll ask her and I'll forgive her. So do you really want peace? And we learn from this week's parsha, from the story of the Sotah. The Sotah is a woman whose husband has suspected his wife of committing adultery. And part of the ceremonious part of the process of her clearing her name is that she would be brought to the temple. She'd be given bitter waters to drink. And of the water, there was water in there was earth in there. And part of it also contained the name of Hashem. The name of Hashem was erased. It was scratched off a parchment and thrown into the water. That's how the water got its powers. And if she was guilty, her entire innards would explode. Many of the things would have her face would turn green. If she was not guilty, she'd be able to go home to her husband, and usually they were blessed with a child right away. So the question is that there's many ways that Hashem could have proven whether or not this woman was guilty or was not guilty. Why should Hashem make it that his name should be erased, which is usually is a prohibition? It is forbidden for one to erase Hashem's name from a Sefer Torah, or from a mezuzah, or from anything that is holy. Let's say tefillin as well. So if that's the case, why would Hashem specifically give a directive that his name should be involved in the purification waters if he could have done it any other way? And from here we learn the great lesson how much Hashem wants peace. Hashem wants peace so much that he's even willing to forgo on his own honor just so that there should be peace. And this is a very, very, very important lesson for us to try to internalize. We know that Aaron, Moses' brother, Aaron HaKohen, he was an Ohev Shalom Verodev Shalom. He loved peace and he pursued it. He pursued peace. What does that mean? It doesn't just mean at any time that he and his wife maybe got into a little argument, or maybe he and his son, or him and Moses. No, it means if he saw two strangers that he knew were in a fight, he would do whatever he could to really pursue peace and make sure that there was peace among them. That is how we have to be, and that is a lesson that Aaron learned from Hashem, that Hashem put his pride, as it were, on the side just for the sake of peace. So if Hashem could let go of his own honor and of his own glory by allowing his own name to be erased, how much more so should we? We should shed our honor, we should shed our pride, we should shed whatever it is. If you really want peace, then go get it. Be like Aaron HaKohen and really go get it. Have a great Shabbos. Talk to you next week.